Have you been cutting carbs, skipping meals, or sticking to that fasting window like a total pro, only to find the scale has been frozen in place for weeks? If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone, but you might be in more danger than you realize. Many people dive into keto or intermittent fasting with high hopes, and at first, the weight seems to vanish almost overnight. You feel unstoppable, but then, without warning, everything stalls. Your progress flatlines, and suddenly you're feeling more tired, weaker, and hungrier than you were before you started. Most people will never tell you the truth about why this happens, but I am Dr. David Mercer, and I'm here to expose the one critical mistake nearly everyone makes with protein, a mistake that is quietly sabotaging your results and could even be hurting your long-term health. If you feel like your body has stopped responding, you need to pay attention right now because the breakthrough strategy I'm about to share is the only way to flip your metabolic switch back on before your body adapts too far to recover. To truly fix the problem, we first have to understand the adaptation trap that most people fall into during those early, exciting days of weight loss. When you first start keto or fasting, those 5 or 10 pounds you lose in the first week aren't actually fat. It's almost entirely water. Your body stores carbohydrates as glycogen in your liver and muscles, and every gram of glycogen holds onto about 3 or 4 grams of water. When you cut the carbs, your body flushes that water out, creating a massive weight loss illusion. The problem is that this sets a false expectation for your brain. Soon after, your body, a brilliant survival machine refined through centuries of feast and famine, gets wise to what you're doing. It doesn't know you're trying to fit into new clothes. It thinks you are starving in the wilderness. To protect you, it enters a state called adaptive thermogenesis. Your metabolism slows down, your thyroid eased off hormone production, and your body temperature might even drop. This isn't a lack of willpower. It's biology trying to save your life by burning as little energy as possible. This is where the situation gets risky, especially for those of us over the age of 40 or 50. Once your metabolism slows down, your body starts looking for other sources of internal fuel to keep your organs running. If it isn't getting enough protein from your diet, it doesn't hesitate to tap into your own muscle tissue. This process, known as catabolism, is like downsizing the engine of a car. Your muscle mass is your metabolic furnace. The more you have, the more calories you burn even while you're sleeping. When your body breaks down muscle for fuel, you end up burning fewer calories every single day, making it nearly impossible to lose more weight. This leads to a condition called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle and strength. When you layer an unbalanced fasting routine on top of aging, you aren't just losing weight, you're losing your independence, your balance, and your vitality. You're essentially fast-tracking the aging process instead of slowing it down. The hidden danger that follows muscle loss is a spike in cortisol, your primary stress hormone. When your body feels under threat from a lack of fuel and protein, it releases cortisol to mobilize energy quickly. However, chronically high cortisol tells your body to store fat specifically around your midsection to protect your internal organs. This creates a cruel twist. The scale might go down because you're losing muscle, but your body composition is actually getting worse. You become skinny fat, accumulating dangerous visceral fat that drives inflammation and heart disease while your strength disappears. This silent decay affects more than just your biceps. It impacts the smooth muscles in your digestive tract and, most critically, your heart. Your heart is a muscle that needs amino acids to repair itself. Without them, you start feeling that deep fatigue that no amount of coffee can fix, alongside dizziness and a weakened immune system. Many people try to fix this by having a massive protein refeed after a long fast, sitting down to a giant steak or a 60-gram protein shake. While this comes from a good place, it often backfires spectacularly. Flooding your system with a massive dose of protein all at once can overwhelm your kidneys and, more importantly, trigger a sharp insulin spike. While protein doesn't raise blood sugar like bread does, large amounts are insulinogenic, meaning they stimulate an insulin release that immediately snaps your fat-burning window shut. It's like flipping a light switch that stops your progress instantly. Furthermore, your digestive system, which has been resting for hours, isn't prepared to handle such a heavy load, leading to bloating and sluggishness. The real secret to making fasting work again isn't about eating more or less. It's about the precision of your timing and the quality of what you eat first. The foundation of the solution is what I call the protein first rule. When you break your fast, that first bite of food is a biological instruction that tells your body whether to build or break, burn or store. Most people reach for fruit, toast, or coffee with cream, but these are metabolic misfires. Carbs spike your insulin and stop fat burning, while fats tell your body it no longer needs to tap into its own stores for energy. Instead, you need leucine, an essential amino acid that acts as a foreman at a construction site. Leucine flips on a repair switch in your cells called mTOR, which tells your body to stop breaking down muscle and start rebuilding it. For those over 50, this is even more critical because our bodies become less responsive to these signals, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. You need about 30 to 40 grams of high-quality, complete protein in that very first meal to overcome this resistance and trigger meaningful muscle repair. To put this into practice and reclaim your metabolism, your first move after a fast must be a clean, complete protein source consumed within 60 minutes of ending your window. Think of pasture-raised eggs, wild-caught salmon, or plain Greek yogurt. If you eat your protein first, your gut releases natural appetite regulators that signal your brain you're satisfied, preventing overeating later. Even better, eating protein first slows the digestion of any carbs you eat afterward, ensuring a steady blood sugar curve without the fat-storing insulin spike. For the next 7 days, I challenge you to commit to this one simple change. Start every eating window with 30 to 40 grams of clean protein before you touch anything else, and follow it with 10 minutes of light movement, like a walk around the block, to shuttle those nutrients straight into your muscles. This isn't just a weight loss hack. It is a blueprint for longevity that protects your strength, your heart, and your health for years to come.